Round 27 is up, and we're going back to the pink yarn to continue with these front posts here. So we're going to join, you see all the spike stitches we have. We're looking for the pair where there's just one spike stitch alone. And we have one here and one here. We're going to join in the right hand one, which if you notice is kind of right above our pink front posts from before. So we're going to join in the right hand single spike, and we're going to start with 6 single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to go with a front post all the way back to here. Again, we keep stretching these really far. So once again, I'm going to do the front post triple, treble, or really what matters is I'm going to yarn over 4 times when I do it. So I'm just going to come back here and complete that front post stitch. And again, if that's not enough yarn for you, you can either try to do that more loosely next time, or instead of yarning over 4 times, go ahead and yarn over 5 times. We are not going to skip this stitch. Normally we skip the stitch behind, but here I'm not going to skip it and use that as my increase. So no skip, and we're going to go right into there and do a total of 18 single crochet. That's 5. Ten. 15, 16, 17, and 18. So all set for my next repeat to start on that single spike stitch. So just a whole bunch of single crochet and 1 front post. So we're going to start here above or into this single spike stitch, the right hand one of the 2. So 6 single crochet to begin, then our front post stitch. Yarning over 4 times works for me, but if you need the extra one, go ahead and yarn over 5 times. We are not going to skip anything. This is the first time I think we're doing that. So no skip, and 18 single crochet to finish out the repeat. That's it. You need to do it 8 times around, and then we'll continue on. We're on to round 28. We're going to pick up the lavender yarn and continue the lavender front posts. So we want to start in the pink front post from this round we just did. We're going to join there, and that will be the first stitch in a set of 8 single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. After that, we're going to have an increase. and then 9 single crochet to get us in place for the front post. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. So this leaves me in place for the front post stitch. I'm going to do a double treble, so yarn over 3 times. Ignore that tail right there. I'm going to come in and I want to go around this lavender one, and since it already is kind of under the pink, I'm just going to let it stay under the pink. It's really set up there perfectly. And there's the stitch. Get the tail out of the way again. We are going to skip 1, and then we should have 6 more single crochet to finish it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and notice my 6th one is leaving me in position to start the next repeat in that front post stitch. So there we are. Repeat here. Start in the pink front post stitch. We're going to have 8 single crochet and an increase, then 9 single crochet and a front post double treble. So yarning over 3 times works. It's a little tight here, so I'll do it looser next time. If you need an extra yarn over, go for that. Otherwise, just do it a little bit more loosely. Skip a stitch and then 6 single crochet to finish out the repeat. So that's it. It's a pretty simple round this time. Go ahead, 8 times around, and that's it for round 28. We're on round 29 and we're going back to the green yarn, which we haven't used in a while, so it'll be a nice little pop of color up here. This one is all single crochet and spike stitches. The spike stitches are always going to be in pairs, and they're going to show up. See where we have these gaps from the round down below where we had spike stitches? That's where they're going to show up sort of above those now. So we're going to start in, let me get to the right front post, one of these lavender front post stitches. And our join is going to count as our first single crochet. We want 3 of them here. So 1, 2, 3. Let me move my notes here. I keep hitting them. So like I mentioned, we have that sort of gap you can see between the front posts, or between, not front posts, the spike stitches that were down below. And that's where we're going to throw our 2 spike stitches here. We're not going down very far. We're just going around that lavender round from the last round. But they'll sort of line up where the gaps were before. So now after this, we've got 5 single crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And notice again where we had the space between the spikes is where we're having the spikes up here. So we're going to do 2 here. Like I said, the spikes are always coming in pairs of 2. Straighten that guy up. So after this group, we've got 9 single crochet because we got to get all the way over to here. It's 2. 4. 6. 8. And 9. And now our 2 spikes. Alright, after that, remember we want to end right here so that our repeat can start here. So we are going to have 2 single crochet, and the last stitch for the repeat is the increase. So we'll do an increase right here in the last stitch before the front post, which means we can start the next repeat in that front post. So notice here in each repeat you're going to get 3 pairs of these spike stitches. When we start in the front post stitch here, we're going to start with 3 single crochet, then our pair of spikes. We're going to have 5 single crochet, then a pair of spikes. Now we got to get all the way over here, so we've got 9 single crochet, our pair of spikes, 2 single crochet, and an increase to finish it out. So that's the repeat right there. The spike stitch ones are always weird to write down, but they go pretty quickly because you're doing different stitches all the time, and I love having this pop of green show up again. So go ahead and do that 8 times around, and I'll catch you after that for round number 30. So round 30 is up. We're going back to our pink yarn to connect up with the pink front posts below. We want to start in one of these increases, so I got an increase right here. First stitch in the increase, I'm going to join, and that will be the first single crochet from a set of 9. So that's 1 and 2, this is 4, six, 8 and 9. Now you notice I'm a lot closer to the pink this time. Usually we've been like way over here and stretching it. Now I'm just right above it. So I'm just going to do a front post treble. So yarn over twice. Grab this. And finish my stitch, just coming straight up here. And we are going to skip the one behind it and now do another 10 single crochet. That's 5. Get some more yarn here. This is 9 and 10. Next up, my increase. So 2 in the same. And now 6 single crochet should get me to my end point. So it's 2. 4. We have 5 and 6. Should bring you to the first stitch in the increase, so that would be where we start the next repeat. So this is our bit here. Again, you need to play with these front post stitches to get them to sort of bend and curl the way you want to. Make that yarn do what you want it to do. Alright, we're going to join in the first stitch of an increase. We have 9 single crochet and then our front post treble just sort of straight down around this guy here. Skip a stitch, 10 single crochet, an increase, and then 6 single crochet to finish it out. That's it. You need to do that 8 times around, and I'll see you for the next one. So round 31 is going to be the easiest for me to say, and for me probably the hardest one to do. All you need to do is join in any stitch and do single crochet all the way around. So like I said, easiest to describe. You can use any color you want, which means here I'm going to go back to the crazy textured yarn and see if I can get this to go around here. It's a lot of stitches. It's not easy yarn to work with because my hook is so small, but I'm going to give it a shot. On the next video, if you don't see it there, you know how it went. So single crochet all around, join anywhere, just go all the way around, and then I'll join you up for round 32. But this is a great round to play around and have some fun with the color or texture. So try something out. If it doesn't work, redo it with something else. Good luck.